What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Valvetronic Designs. To my right, quite possibly the best small SUV on the market. This is the SQ5. It's got the 3-liter turbocharged V6. In this video today, we're going to show you guys what's been done to this vehicle utilizing the universal valve mufflers to give unparalleled flexibility and some really badass sound. So this car, I'll put the year right here because I forget which year it is, but it's one of the very new ones. And in terms of the exhaust configuration, we have a free flow downpipe. We have the stock, basically downpipe resonators installed. So these cars have like downpipe, they have the resonator pipes, and they have a mid resonator, then they have the rear section. So got a free flow downpipe. We have the stock downpipe resonators installed. They're about this big. We have the suitcase muffler deleted. To finish it all up, we've got some flexibility in the rear, which is our universal single valve mufflers in the rear. That's gonna give you the flexibility. This thing, having just heard it arrive, sounds absolutely phenomenal. The customer is gonna be with us. He paid full price for the setup. I figured it'd be nice for you guys to understand the flexibility the valve mufflers give you. So we're gonna bring him along for the ride today, talk a little bit about what the experience has been from him with basically a straight piped free flow experience on his SQ5 and now having the valve mufflers. I know he uses the car all the time, daily drives it, like I'm sure you would if you had the same vehicle. Get huge flexibility with the valve mufflers. We're gonna showcase all the sound characteristics, revs, flybys, startup. We're gonna do a GoPro on the rear bumper, interior accelerations, and we're gonna talk to the customer so you guys can really understand why the universal mufflers were so valuable to this build like they are so many others. Let's get started, and yeah, man, this thing really sounds phenomenal. Let's hear it. Okay, we're inside the SQ5 right now. This car, again, we listed the modifications in the beginning of this video, but we're driving with the valves closed right now. I'm gonna pull myself out of dynamic mode and just go into auto. And everything's flopping around in here, so I'll hold on to this stuff. But inside the car, we just closed the valves and the car is bone stock, or maybe a little bit louder than stock, but it's very, very docile in here. Perfect for if you were gonna use the car all the time or daily drive the car or use it as the daily, which this vehicle is well designed to be. We're gonna go up the road here, and actually we've got the owner sitting in the back seat there, so go ahead and introduce yourself, and then why did you buy the valve mufflers compared to straight piping your vehicle like every other moron out there?
So, I'm Brett, it's my 2019 SQ5. Pretty much, I went with Valvetronic mufflers because I need to control the sound between my neighbors, myself, friends in the car. Pretty much just had to keep it controlled, and Valvetronic is clearly the best for that.
Well, the big thing is with like mods like this, I mean, people do exhausts on these, but what they do is they buy like AWE, which is a great company. They buy other exhaust companies, but they're very compromised because if you want a valve setup, what are you going to spend? Like $3-4 grand for something like this? Yeah, it's so expensive. No, exactly. In terms of your daily enjoyment of this car, I assume you go to shows and you go to events and stuff, but you also use it every day, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I take this car out pretty much every day.
So, in terms of this experience, are you going to delete the middle resonators like that are in that front section or no?
Yeah, so actually that was my original plan, but the shop that did it from the start, I had a different shop install the mufflers, but from the start they weren't too sure about deleting that if that was another resonator, so that's really
Oh, okay, yeah, those are resonators.
But yeah, my
cats,
plan was fully straight piped. I'm sure at some point it's gonna get
cool.
chopped
Well,
off.
it sounds phenomenal right now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna open up the valves now.
So the overrun.
Yeah, the overrun sounds good. Is the car tuned?
No, not
It's
yet.
bone stock. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, I can say this sounds a hell of a lot better than any other SQ5s I've ever heard.
Yeah,
so.
I haven't heard many B9s at all that kind of have this rasp. I've had a couple people ask about it.
Well, it's good because this is the fun thing about this is you can do those resonator delete pipes, and then you're still not compromised. Because if you want, you can just close the mufflers, and you have no compromise. What do you think this setup cost you all in? Like the downpipe is a couple $100. What is it? 400, 300?
Yeah, it was around like 400.
So 400, and then
what were 2 mufflers? Like
600.
yeah, 2, so 6, and then I think the chop for everything else was like 3.
Yeah.
So,
So I mean, we're talking $1,300 for a full valved exhaust, including the downpipe, which is just ridiculous. Whereas like a catback for this car would be $1,800, $1,900 at least.
Yeah, absolutely.
Without valves. So this is a far more economic way to do these types of projects. And if you want to do those resonator delete pipes, or you think the car is too loud, put the resonator back in.
Yep.
It's perfect.